Hey folks, Jordan with the Young Turks and TYT Politics. Hope you're having a nice Tuesday. It's about 4:40 Eastern Time. Been going through the latest WikiLeaks, among other things, and today was a doozy. Not only showing Hillary Clinton and her campaigns, continual corruption, arrogance, coordination, blurry ethical lines, but now we see that President Obama has also been implicated in these WikiLeaks, which I'm going to get to in 1 second. A few housekeeping notes. If you're not subscribed, go check out youtube.com/TYTpolitics. We just passed 96,000 subscribers. We've been really moving very quickly in recent weeks, trying to get to 100,000 at this point, hopefully before the election. So I am over at that channel most of the time, but I've been doing more on the Young Turks. You could go to youtube.com/TYTpolitics. There, in addition to extensive WikiLeaks coverage, I think you'll find more WikiLeaks coverage at TYT Politics than anywhere else, definitely in mainstream media, but certainly among independent media as well. You'll also find reports I did from Standing Rock, where the Native Americans are protecting their water and their land against basically an evil and corrupt oil company and their allies in the government. There's also new videos I just did in Detroit where I spotlight how Republicans and neoliberal policy have totally screwed up Detroit and pretty much fucked it up, shall I say. So you could go over and watch that report. There's two parts to that now. So, big news. President Obama, who said all along that he did not know Hillary Clinton had a private email server, was using private email, all that, well, that was a lie. I'm going to read from you. TheWeek.com has a good story on this. This was found in the Podesta emails today. It's part 18 is out. Headline: Obama claimed he didn't know about Clinton's email server. WikiLeaks just proved that's not true. The latest round of emails from the Clinton campaign, published by WikiLeaks, indicates President Obama might not have found out about Hillary Clinton's use of a private email server while she was Secretary of State at the same time everybody else did. Shortly after Obama told CBS in March 2015 that he learned about the server through news reports, Clinton's former chief of staff at the State Department, Cheryl Mills, sent this email to Clinton campaign chair John Podesta. The email said, "We need to clean this up. He has emails from her. They do not have a state.gov address," meaning Hillary Clinton sent President Obama emails not using her state.gov address, but her private email address. Mills urging to, quote, clean it up, suggests that Obama not only knew about Clinton's personal email address, but he knowingly communicated with her via her non-government account as well. The Washington Examiner reported FBI agent revealed in notes from their closed investigative file that Obama communicated with Clinton on her private server using a pseudonym. Politico noted White House Press Secretary Josh Earnest later clarified Obama's claim he was unaware of Clinton's email setup, explaining the president was simply, quote, not aware of the details of how the email address and that server had been set up. The president, as I think many people expected, did over the course of his first several years in office exchange emails with his Secretary of State. So there you have it. I think what this shows, Cheryl Mills, who is in these emails throughout, is basically saying Obama came out saying, oh, I first found out about this email server from reading news reports. She says, quote, we need to clean this up. He has emails from her. They do not say state.gov. I want to read you one more story on this that I think will drill it in for you. That what Obama said was not necessarily totally on the level, and definitely Hillary Clinton's campaign was freaking out that he was saying this because they knew Obama knew she had a private server. He was emailing back and forth with her. He saw the email address. It's not like he's just blindly reading the emails without seeing who it's from. It might have raised his eyebrow that it was coming from another account. Do we know what they were emailing about? No, not yet. Direct emails from them, from Obama to Clinton or vice versa, are not out yet. I want to read this. The same day that President Barack Obama publicly insisted that he learned about Hillary Clinton's use of private email for government business from news reports, internal campaign emails show that Clinton staffers knew he wasn't telling the truth. Obama was asked by CBS in March 2015 when he learned about Clinton's use of an email system outside the U.S. government. At the same time, everybody else learned it through news reports, Obama said at that point. In a hacked March 7, 2015 email released by WikiLeaks, Clinton spokesperson Josh Sherwin highlighted Obama's comments in an email to other staffers. You probably have more on this, but it looks like POTUS just said he found out HRC was using her personal email when he saw it in the news. Clinton's former chief of staff at the State Department, Cheryl Mills, immediately followed up saying, "We need to clean this up." He has emails from her. They do not say state.gov. Now, you can interpret that however you want. You could interpret him saying, we have to clean this up, as in, we got to get Obama to come out and, tweak what he said, change course, not make it seem like he first heard of the emails from news reports, but he vaguely knew about it. Or, if you want to be a little bit more speculative, that she meant clean it up, as in go in and doctor the emails and change the address. I'm not benefit of the doubt. I'm assuming they weren't talking about going in and doctoring the email to show her emailing from a different account. But President Obama, whether you're Republican, whether you're Democrat, whether you're neither, this is not a man who makes statements without thinking, and this is not a man who reads emails without actually reading it. Most people would think if he had back and forth emails with Hillary Clinton, he saw that she was emailing from a non-government, non-state.gov email, which, depending on what they were emailing, that's the key. What were they emailing? It is bad that they were emailing where she wasn't on a government issued email. But what will be worse is if emails come out with Obama and Hillary Clinton that show they were talking about intelligence information or talking and sharing classified information. If that happens, that's what you call a smoking gun, both for Hillary Clinton and President Obama. If that were the case, it would lend credibility to those who have been saying President Obama basically forced James Comey of the FBI and the Department of Justice to not indict Hillary Clinton on the private server email, the private server and the private use of emails, because he knew he would be indicted in these emails if more of them come out, specifically the ones between him and Hillary. Again, speculation, we don't know, but if emails come out, if WikiLeaks is holding up the process, if they plan on releasing more emails or any emails with Hillary Clinton to the president that show classified information, high-level intelligence information being shared, that is as much of a smoking gun that you're going to find. And for the people who, say, "Oh, Jordan, you're a Bernie bro. Oh, stop talking about these emails. Nothing to see here, nothing to see here." Well, let me tell you, bottom line, whether you're political or not, Republican, Democrat, the sharing of intelligence information is kind of important. You don't want to be sharing intelligence information on unsecure servers where they could be hacked. I'd say that if it was a Republican doing it, a Democrat doing it, a marshmallow doing it. If the President of the United States knowingly was sharing classified information, or not even classified information, but information that was very sensitive with Hillary Clinton, who, by the way, as we've seen, her campaign manager, his Gmail account got hacked. So who's to say Hillary Clinton's private account, which was not secure, didn't get hacked? To this moment, we don't have evidence that she was personally hacked. But who knows what WikiLeaks has. So, along with the things we found in WikiLeaks about President Obama before he was even elected the first time, how his campaign was essentially taking advice and suggestions from a Citigroup executive, Michael Froman, who later became Obama's trade representative. He pretty much wrote the TPP. How basically he was taking his marching orders from Citigroup on who to appoint in his cabinet and which staffers to appoint. Not only that, he wasn't only just taking advice from them. Michael Froman, who was at Citigroup at the time, was literally vetting candidates for Obama. So this hope and change business, yeah, you didn't get it. You didn't get much change. Obama was pretty much a very beautifully soaring language version of Hillary Clinton, if you want to be, if we want to keep it real. He knew how to sell people on hope and change, and he's the next Jesus. I was even swept up in it. I'm not gonna lie. I was a big Obama fan in '08. But you see, for this email, at least Hillary Clinton's campaign set knew. All right, he's not telling the truth here. So that's the biggest one I have found today. The mainstream media is not covering it. I've only seen it on Fox News. It's really a shame with these WikiLeaks. When you have to go to Fox News on television to actually get the news, when they're the only ones covering it, and we know why they're covering it, they're Republican and all this, but when you have to resort to giving credit to Fox News because CNN and MSNBC won't touch it, and when they do touch it, it's with kid gloves, that's a sad day for journalism, if that even exists on television news anyway. So Fox News is covering it. CNN and MSNBC, all I see them covering is the news of a over 20% hike in Obamacare prices. Rightly so, that's a story, but they are not touching this Obama business.